Hello YouTube. Hope everyone's doing good. Hadn't made a video in a few days and thought I would try to connect and enjoy a pipe. Today I'm smoking a little blend from the pipe and tobacco shop. They said their #1 selling blend, and it's Wilshire, and really good smoke. Very subtle on the flavors, and my palate is not. I'm not refined enough to pick up on some hints of different flavors. I do know it's slightly sweet, very slightly, and everything is slight about this. Everything is real subtle, just kind of eases out at you. I don't know. Some of you seasoned pipe smokers may correct me on this, but I don't know if there is such a thing as a English aromatic. If it is, this is the closest thing. It's kind of a for some English blends that I've smoked. It's real close, but they do sell it as an aromatic. But it is truly good, and I've really had to yesterday and today have to start rationing myself a little because of course I've got this flattened out, but I'm getting pretty low, and I'm going to have to call them and get them to send me some more of this. And they've got a lot of good flavors up there. As I've said on my other video, my first video, in this area they've probably got one of the biggest pipe selections that I've ever seen. There must have been 150 pipes for sale, 150 or so. And they probably had they carry some tin tobaccos, and they carry just a big amount of blended tobaccos, and that's what I like about it. I like to go in a place and look at their blends, even though I know some of them are probably ordered in and they just put their own name on it, and that's fine. But I love to go in a pipe shop and smell the different blends, and most of the pipe shops, I know the one in Shreveport, and I'm assuming the one in Little Rock did too. You know, you can buy a bowl for 50 cents, you can fry it, and get an opportunity to sample it a little bit, which I did not there, but I just kind of took their word on it and picked some. I picked about 6 different aromatics and took their word for it, and so far all of them have turned out pretty good. The rain the rain got out of here, and I'm not complaining about rain because we have been in a near drought situation, as is according to the news this morning, about 80% of the country, and it's getting serious, and I'm concerned about what it's going to do to food prices. As I said in the other video, I do barbecue for a living, and our food supplier called me yesterday, and it's a fairly significant beef price increase coming, and my God, it's doubled. You know, well, beef prices haven't doubled, but they not far from it. I know our chicken wholesale price has exactly doubled in 3 years, and that's, you know, chicken used to be one of your lower end meats. You know, it was cheap, and if you were looking for something you know, to feed a family with, you could buy a chicken. That ain't the case no more. I mean, it's chicken has gotten just crazy, and I guess it's still on the scale. It's cheaper, but you know, they use so many. Corn now is used in so many feedlots. You know, so many things that are fed, and of course, you know, we use corn in so many things that we eat. What our government chooses to have us put it in our gasoline tanks. That that is not good for our cars. Certainly not good for our lawn equipment, lawn mowers. I'm a big bass fisherman, and that is a strict no-no to put it in your boat. I mean, it's I've got some friends that spent $700-800 after just a couple of 2 or 3 tanks of running this bull through their tank. So you have to be very cautious and outboard. But even my wife's Jeep is about 6 years old, and it will not run on ethanol. So we have to buy for it. We have to buy find a place that sells non-ethanol, and then it's 20-25 cents a gallon higher than ethanol gasoline. My truck will run. It's the E85 deal, but it drops from about 20 miles to the gallon to about 16, just running just that kind of difference. So I don't know who they're trying to fool with this ethanol business, but we all need to we need to start complaining to our congressmen. And they subsidize. I was told they subsidize the oil companies 54 cents a gallon to blend this junk. So we get less mileage. Our car is hard on our engines, and our food costs just went through the roof with this mess. I mean, in order to subsidize a select few people, I don't understand. I do not understand our country's way of thinking sometimes. But anyway, I didn't mean to get on my soapbox about ethanol this morning, but it just kind of got that away. Like I say, the rain finally got out. The temperature is easing back up a little bit, so I was scared about this drought because this dryness. I mean, I've got places in my yard that we've lived in this house for 20 years, and there's places in our yard that are bare dirt that we've never seen. We've always had a good, full grass, and it just got dry. And I mean, it was down to 2 or 3 patches that were down to the dirt, and we were watering constantly. But this rain helped. We got a good several days of slow rain, and thank God for that. Hopefully that'll help us sustain through July, because the scary part was when we got into this dry spell, we still had all of July and August to go, and usually we don't. Usually it's mid to late August before we get into a horrible dry spell. But just wanted to connect with everybody, and going to be making some more videos. I may make another one this afternoon and try to get it on. Want to tell you about another mix of another blend of tobacco that I truly enjoy. This Wilshire is probably my favorite. I've got another one from MA's Smoke Shop that was my favorite. The Wilshire kind of replaced it, but I've got 2 really that are my go-to smokes. And I'll vary from time to time with different, just to try something different. And I keep a dozen or so different blends, try to keep them on hand if I can. But I've got 2 that I'm usually going to try every day that I'm going to smoke, and that's always interesting. But anyway, good to see everybody. We'll make another video, and I hope God blesses you. Have a good day.